And today on Scaly Fixes stuff we have a gearbox overhaul for Kenny the mixer. Right, a quick pause to take a look at the gearbox parts in detail. Top section, white knob that comes off, the slow speed outlet gear, two thrust washers which are on top of these two intermediate gears. It runs a slow speed, and also the planetary hub below, bottom thrust washers for all three, bottom part of the gearbox, another thrust or spacer washer, planetary hub here. Not exactly easy to get in a shot, but that is pretty much it. So, bottom of a gearbox. Here we go. Big washer. This thing, this way up. We'll come back to that in a minute. Then go all the way in. That goes in there. Then further up, have two more small washers. You'll find four of these in total. And they go above and below the gear on these little spriggets here. This gear below the smaller of the two goes here. The other one goes all the way up on here. They go in. Not forgetting the other two little shim washers to go on top. Meanwhile, here's one I had earlier. In the top of the Kenwood, we take this gear and inside and into there. Right, bring this back again. Right, turning this over. Hold this up, just checking to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. We lined this up with that hole there. Can't see if the back's in line yet, but it should be. Let that drop on. If it's not quite in line, turn this knob until it all sort of drops in. We should find, as we turn the knob, the gears are going round, as you can't see that very well, useful. So, underneath, we also have another shim washer that goes here. Planetary hub, line the straight thing up with the slot on there, but try to get the wheel in first. That's going to be a bit tricky to show, but so having got it roughly in the right position, tilt it slightly inwards so the wheel goes in and lines up, and then hopefully, oh, a bit wrong angle there, twist this until it drops down into position. Now if your gearbox is free running, remember we haven't got any grease in it yet, you should be able to just take this and turn it. Again, there shouldn't be very much resistance on this centre bit at all, it's just loose. And apart from putting the screws back in, don't forget the two screws for the back are found through these slots, which you can't really see, but you get the idea there. Apart from putting the screws back in and filling it with a grease gun through this hole here, you find that's pretty much the Kenwood If you don't line up the parts exactly, of course it seizes up. The Kenwood gearbox. Don't fall off. Obviously when you put that section on, you then put on the washer and the nut, which I don't have with me, but what I can show you as a bonus is you can put a little white knob on. Right, so that basically is how a gearbox goes together, and without too much problem I'll get one apart as well. There you go. The Kenwood A700, A701A gearbox. It's just the planet up there, isn't it? Right. Okay, well, I'll go back to fixing Kenny the Kenwood now. Right, having assembled all that, I've just put the juice extractor. You might not have one of those, but here we go. Put it in, turn it around, put it on slow. Just allow the grease to run in, which sounds a lot better. And hopefully, if it's not over greased, we'll just turn it up to 8. So I'm stunned actually. I've done a couple of these gearboxes. There's no noise at all, is there? Almost. Just set this out. I'm really lucky. Kenny's got a damn good gearbox. I guess everything else is working. I've checked the height of the beaters, the K beater with the bowl. So without the top on, disengaging the gearbox. You get a slightly variating note from the engine, from the motor. Not a speed, just a slight vibration. I need to do one of the bearings, but I'll do my next thing. But we all know the noise of a Kenwood gearbox. I mean, wow. Oh, there we go. That's sorted that out. I'm just going to get all the grease off my fingers. So I'm actually totally astounded. I've just got to do this again. Now, this mixer was so noisy. Just taking it apart, cleaning up the gearbox, putting it back together. Now, 3.5. Bit noisy as Kenwoods are, but not all that metallic whirring. None of that metallic whirring at all. Who remembers these from Woolworths? I'll pick and mix. There you go. Quick gearbox repack and boom, we're off. Scale it out.